Good morning. Thanks again for coming. Shoichi greets me happily first thing in the morning, a wide smile plastered all over his face. Yeah, it's my pleasure. Oh no, it looks like you have a case of the mornings. A bad one. Tell me about it. Just the sound of my alarm going off is already enough to make my mood tank. Boy, you really aren't a morning person at all, huh? Good thing I don't live with you. Not like this is the first time you've seen me like this either. That might be true, but it's still amusing nonetheless. Sure. Laugh at my misery. I'm just a clown to you, aren't I? Aw, I wouldn't go that far. I kind of want to punch you right now. Well, that would be very bad. Why don't you come on in and relax for a bit before we get started on the preparations for the party? No, things are already going to be time-consuming as they are. With the amount of dishes I have to make and needing them all to be finished just a bit before it starts, I need to get all the prep work out of the way very soon. Oh, I added there, very, but whatever. Not to mention the fact that you still need to deal with the decor. I was hoping you could help me with that, but I wouldn't want to inconvenience you at this point. You're not in the best mood for me to be asking more favors. I'm glad you know not to push your luck. But I'm still going to help you with that regardless. Really? Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Sure. Once I'm done with the prep work, I can help. I did come prepared to do at least that much. Thanks, Yuichi. You really are a lifesaver. I walk right past his living room and head straight for the kitchen. Are the ingredients still where I left them? I talk loudly so he can hear me from the living room. Yep. Haven't so much as touched them. Wouldn't want to have you scrambling to find stuff when you're trying to concentrate on cooking. Good boy. At least you have thought this through. I always think stuff through. Also, did you just call me a good boy? Doesn't matter. I'm gonna need to focus on what I'm doing. Talk to you later. I pick up Shoichi's kitchen knife and make sure to inspect it for any nicks or bends on the cutting edge. I also make sure to test out the sharpness before I even try to do anything with it, using the honing steel I brought from my house to realign the edges. Poor things. Such high-quality knives are wasted in this household. I wish I could take you puppies home with me. These still look so brand new. I doubt they're used very often. Well, not that it really matters. As soon as I've ascertained that there is no longer anything wrong with the knife, I get to work on chopping and dicing my ingredients. I start with the meats, since many of them need to marinate in the sauces for a few hours before they can be cooked. That part luckily doesn't take me very long. And now that I've realized that OBS wasn't recording the game audio for some reason, you missed some very nice chopping sounds. Big deal, I'm sure. That part luckily doesn't take me very long. The vegetables are a little trickier. I prioritize the ones that'll need to make the marinade since I need to get the meat soaking as soon as possible. I make sure to chop all that I need and begin preparing my marinades. Soy sauce, oyster sauce, some cooking sake, and a few aromatics. I'm not going to go overboard with anything fancy here. I'm also not going to add any crazy last-minute ingredients like a certain someone I know does. Achoo! Bless you. Would you look at that? I guess the saying is true after all. Anyway, I need to get the marinades out of the way and put all the bowls in the fridge to rest. Done with that at least. Now I begin the painstaking process of peeling and dicing all the vegetables. Tomatoes, potatoes, Burdock, scallions, daikon, lotus roots, bamboo shoots, peppers, carrots, and I'm sorry, I don't care what anyone says. I don't put tomatoes on a fruit salad, so I'm not calling that damn thing a fruit either. Either way, by the time I'm done peeling and chopping all my vegetables, my hands are already shaking from exhaustion. Preparing food for this many people really is harder than I thought. I really have to give restaurant workers more credit for all the work they have to do every day. How's it going over there? You've been at it for quite a while. Of course I have. I had piles and piles of vegetables and meats that needed to be prepared, and I'm doing it all by myself. This is supposed to take time. Oh, sorry, I didn't know. Do you need me to help with anything? No, I'm already done with the brunt work anyway. I just need to tidy the kitchen up and I can leave the rest for when I actually go to cook them in a few hours. Not to mention the fact that I don't want you anywhere near this food. I feel like just having Shoichi touch it would already doom it to go bad. Oh, that's great. Does that mean you can help me with the decorating now? At least give me a few minutes to rest. My hands are still stinging from all that work. I feel like my left hand is going to be stuck permanently in claw shape because of how long I spent holding that vegetable in place. Sorry. Of course you can rest. There's no rush. I've gotten a lot of work done outside in the meantime. How long did it take me to finish the prep work anyway? A little longer than I expected, but you still did everything under 2 hours. Great. I was hoping to get it all wrapped up before lunchtime. It's just a little past 10 a.m. right now, so I'd say you did a pretty good job at that. Thanks. Why don't you go back to the living room and take a break? I'm going to tidy things up for a bit before I walk out there. And then we can both rest for a bit before we continue. Nah, I'll help you tidy up. And that way we can get it done faster and you can rest for a little longer. Wow, how nice of you. I'm definitely not going to say no to that. You're already doing a ton of work helping me prepare this party. And I'm not joking when I call it a ton of work. This is the least I can do. You could also pay for lunch. That'd be another good way to make it up to me. Gah. I wasn't expecting you to ask for that. Didn't you just say that it was a ton of work? You could at least buy me food to make up for it, right? I mean, of course. I'm not going to say no, but you really shouldn't be springing this up on me out of nowhere. You could have asked me yesterday night. Oh, don't be so dramatic. We both know you always carry money around and you've never had an issue with treating me before. Again, the treating you isn't the issue. I just don't like having stuff sprung on me. Yeah, whatever you say, princess. You suck. Shoichi orders us some food shortly after we finish the cleaning in the kitchen. We have a relaxing meal whilst chatting up in the living room to save some television on the background. You see that guy there? He's the Japanese national volleyball team setter. The guy is a monster, I'm telling you. Unsurprisingly, we are watching a volleyball match. Two top teams in the Japanese circuit going against each other. One of them has Japan's main setter. The other has Japan's main spiker. Shoichi can't drop the running commentary for the entirety of the match, always gasping and making noises as he watches it going. In fact, I swear I can even see a little twinkle in his eyes as we watch the game. I've seen that twinkle before, of course. He always has it whenever he's talking about or playing volleyball. It's actually the only time when he has it. Oh, that was a very bold setup. Japan's setter, the person Shoichi is definitely watching the closest, just performed an insane move to take the point. You saw that? You saw how he did that? Man, the control that guy has over his body's inhuman. He's like a beast. The ball was already waist high and it didn't look like anyone could do an overhead toss with it. The setter did what looked like a football sliding tackle to place himself below the ball and tossed it from that position, allowing his team to do a quick attack. Just thinking about the kind of reflexes and skill you need to pull that off, I can easily tell that this player is terrifying. You're playing like a beast when I watch you on the court, too. Oh, please. Don't flatter me. I'm nowhere near that guy's skill level. I will never be. I'm just an ordinary guy with a hobby, nothing special. I don't know. If you really were nothing special, I don't think you could have ever become one of the best setters in youth Japan. You were even asked to join the Japan youth team several times, and I still can't believe you keep denying the requests. I deny them because I have more important things to do. If I were to spend that much time on volleyball, I wouldn't be able to deal with my obligations. But you love volleyball. Why not do it? I like volleyball as a hobby, but by no means do I love it. Nice try, Pinocchio. As if anyone is going to believe that. I'm serious. You sound like you're trying to convince yourself more than anything. I still maintain that I think you could become just as good as that guy. It's a nice thought, but miracles don't happen in the real world, you know. I think you have a tendency to sell yourself short far too often. Whatever you say, can we just drop the subject? Fine. Forget I said anything. Thank you. So frustrating. Every time I try to encourage him to pursue volleyball more passionately, he gets prickly like this. It's so obvious to me that he loves volleyball, and yet he just keeps acting as if it's just whatever to him. It makes my blood boil. Not to mention how much of a waste it is. Someone of his skill level shouldn't just quietly enroll into a college and become some dime a dozen salary man. I think our break has gone on long enough. How about we just get back to work? Sure. What do you need me to do? Help me hang the banner and the ribbons. One thing I can already tell you for sure. You bought too many ribbons. We don't have to use them all. Isn't that a waste? What else would you use them for? What does it matter? They're super cheap anyway. You really should value your money more. It's not wasted if spending it brings me joy. Whatever you say, Buster. Grab the other end of the banner for me. Also, why did you buy a "Congratulations, it's a boy" sign and then paint over it? Well, they don't make signs that say "Welcome home, Dad," do they? Weren't you going to have a sign custom made for it? I was, but the only place I found that does that sort of thing said they couldn't meet my deadline. I ended up doing it myself. It looks so sloppy, though. Yeah, well, arts and craft was never really my thing, okay? Just shut up and help me hang this damn thing. Aye, Captain. And wipe that irritating grin off your face. Sheesh, someone's cranky all of a sudden. That's your fault for making fun of my handiwork. Now move. How long do we have until the guests start to arrive? About 6 hours. We still have plenty of time. Oh, good. That means I don't have to worry about not being able to finish all the cooking. You already did most of the time-consuming stuff anyway, so it should be fine. By the way, are you sure you don't want me to help you with the cooking? I think it'd just go faster if you took care of the preparations and left the cooking to me. I'm not good at sharing a kitchen. Sheesh, you're really crappy at teamwork, huh? Actually, I just don't want to risk you giving everyone food poisoning. We managed to finish all preparations right in the nick of time. I finished preparing the last dish just as the first guest knocked on the door. We rented these nifty chafing dishes? I don't know what that is. These nifty chafing dishes for the night so we could keep the food warm while the guests enjoyed themselves. I really cut closer to the deadline than I feared. I stealthily dodged into Shoichi's room as the house began to fill up, using the change of clothes I prepared to make sure I was fresh enough to be at the party. The place filled up really quickly, though. I'm truly shocked. I guess Takahiko-san only knows very punctual people. I searched for Shoichi in this sea of people that has gathered in the living room. Less than 20 minutes after the set time, and most of the guests are already accounted for. I'm used to only seeing people arrive at least 1 hour after the decided time, so this is certainly a bit weird to me. I know he told me how many people he was planning on inviting for this party, but I never really stopped to think that what it would mean in a living room this big. The place isn't exactly cramped, but you try to find a specific person in this sea of people. It's been about 30 minutes since the party started. Everything has been going pretty smoothly so far. I even managed to talk Shoichi out of his crazy last-minute idea. Namely, that he should be cooking for his father instead. I can only imagine the disaster it would be if all these people were to unwittingly eat one of his nasty concoctions. I don't think they all realize just how close to death they came today. Just then I see him in a corner, talking to one of the guests. He laughs at something the man said, and then the man walks away. Oh, he saw me. Hey, Yuichi. I haven't seen you for a bit. I was afraid you bailed on me. I'm not gonna lie, the idea is tempting. I think I've already had 4 or 5 people stop me to try and talk about accounting. Or was it stocks? I don't even remember anymore. My dad's friends aren't exactly the most exciting bunch of people there are. You didn't seem to mind, though. I saw you smiling and laughing with a guy just now. I was just being polite. Over the years, I've gotten pretty good at faking laughter. Believe me, you need it to survive some of the situations I have to deal with. Oh, I believe it. What scares me is that now I'm going to be thinking about what he's really feeling the next time he's all smiles. Seriously though, I didn't think this party would be this boring. Well, we're not the ones meant to be having fun here, you know? True. But would it hurt to at least have some decent music playing? I feel like I'm stuck inside an elevator. You wouldn't be too far off, to be honest. I just put together a playlist that wouldn't drown out conversation. You know, not everyone likes loud music and dancing. I don't like those things either, but I still think we might have been better off with those. Again, do remember this party isn't for our sake. Yeah. Your food seems to be a hit, though. Everyone that's tried it only had good things to say. I'd hope so. I labored over the stove for over 6 hours to get everything done for today. Sorry. I promise I'll make it up to you for the help. Nah, you don't need to. I had fun helping you plan this thing. Even if the party itself turned out pretty dull. You might say that, but the guests themselves seem to be enjoying it quite a bit. Of course they are. They're all old. Not everyone in my dad's firm is old, you know. There are at least 5 people in here under 30. Not counting us, of course. I find that a little hard to believe, but I'll defer to your judgment. I'm just glad you're here to keep me company. I'd have probably gone to my room to scream in a pillow if I was here on my own. Oh, come on. I know this is boring, but it's not that bad in here. try spending most of your life in places like these. Trust me, it starts to grate on your nerves little by little. I didn't know you've gone to these kinds of parties before. Is it really all that surprising? Dad wants me to join a good college so I can go work for his company once I graduate. I'll get to live the same boring lifestyle he has. If you don't like the idea, then why don't you say something about it? It's not that simple. Why not? Like I said, it's complicated. Let's just talk about something else, okay? Okay. For some reason, his reaction seems a bit weird to me. I'm not quite sure of why it bothers me, though. It looks like it's almost time for Dad to arrive from the airport. Did his flight land already? About 40 minutes ago. Dad sent me a message when he landed telling me to order some food so he had something warm to eat when he arrived. I'm pretty sure we overshot that goal there. Well, we literally have enough food to feed over a dozen people. I'm sure he's not going to be expecting that. I just hope your dad likes the food. After all, it's nothing fancy. He's been overseas for a while. I'm sure he's just been missing regular Japanese food. Well, in that case, we're probably safe. Of course we are. Plus, your food is so delicious. There's no way Dad would complain about it. Aw, thanks. There's a taxi pulling up in front of the house. Well, I guess that's him. I wonder how surprised he'll be when he sees all the people in here. Hopefully we don't end up giving him a heart attack. That's why I didn't tell people to jump out and yell surprise. Fair enough. Although, to be honest, I really can't imagine Takahiko-san being that surprised. Oops. He's always been a very unflappable man. The ultimate poker face. As soon as Takahiko-san opens the door and walks in, he freezes. His eyes widen a little as he scans the room, seeing all the people gathered here now with their attentions turned to him. What's going on here? It's a welcoming party. We decided to throw one for you since you were away for so long. Shoichi gives his father a few taps on the back. Takahiko-san stares at him with furrowed brows. I can't tell whether he's confused or annoyed. How did you even manage to organize all this? Yuichi helped me with the organization, and I used your contact book to find the people to invite. And once I got in touch with one or two of your friends, finding the rest was easy. I see. He muttered dryly under his breath. It's been a while, Dad. It's good to see you again. Yes, it's good to see you too, I suppose. He scans the room another time, a small smile showing up on his face. This might not be the worst idea. The older husky makes a polite bow towards the crowd. Thank you all for going along with my son's idea. This was a nice surprise indeed. Once he addresses them, his friends and coworkers start walking up to him, giving him little taps on the back, shaking his hands, and chatting excitedly. Takahiko-san has a curt smile on his face the whole time. He's not the most emotive person I know, so it's hard to tell what he's feeling at times. Shoichi once told me his father could be having the happiest day of his life, and at most he would just chuckle. Considering what I've learned about him over the years, I definitely take that to be true. Oh, and Yuichi-kun. Yes? He bows once again, this time for me. Thank you for helping my idiot son organize this. Idiot son? What gives? He merely grins at Shuichi's response. Oh, I know what'll help you with your mood. Shoichi walks away from us and goes towards the chafing dishes where the food was being kept. Here you go, Dad. I'm sure this will feel great for you after such a long flight. Shoichi brings him a plate full of all the different foods I prepared for today, presenting it to his father with glee. Takahiko-san eyes the plate suspiciously, hesitating for a second. Out of curiosity, who prepared this? Well, I wanted to, but Yuichi told me it would be best if I handled the decorations since I'm better with that sort of thing. He ended up doing all the cooking on his own. The cake is the only thing he didn't make. Oh, in that case, this is okay. After ascertaining that his son had no hand in the preparation of the meal before him, Takahiko-san accepts the plate with a smile. Needless to say, being Shoichi's father, Takahiko-san has been subjected to his son's lack of cooking skills far more often than I. I'm surprised he still chooses to keep it a secret. If I were in his shoes, I'd have told Shoichi never to cook again much sooner. But then again, I have also had a lot of his food to eat in the past 12 years, and I've never said anything. I guess we're all spineless in the end. Ah, Yuichi-kun, your cooking has improved a lot since I've last tasted it. Well, it has been a few years after all. I'm just glad you like it. Shoichi and I had a lot of fun planning this party. I'm surprised you two managed to plan something like this and get all these people here. My co-workers are usually incredibly busy. Well, not all the people we invited could come. I think at least 1/3 of them had to decline. Still, it's pretty great, isn't it? Yes, I will admit it is. If you don't mind, I'm going to mingle with my friends and coworkers for a bit. I will come back to you two later. Of course, Dad. Have fun. Let me just take this blazer off first. Won't need it inside my own house. Much better. Couldn't wait to take this damn thing off. I'll speak to you two later. Thank you again for the party, Yuichi-kun. Takahiko-san nods in my direction and walks away, quickly being engulfed by the mass of people in the room. That's weird. Why is he acting like I'm the one who organized the whole thing? He barely acknowledged you at all. Don't mind him. Dad's always like that. I don't remember him being like this when we were younger. People grow up. He can't treat me like a child forever. Getting recognition as being treated like a child? Since when? I don't know. It still doesn't sit well with me. He thanked the guests for coming, thanked me for organizing, and just kind of brushed you off. Will you just let it go? We're supposed to be enjoying ourselves here. How? We're alone in the middle of the most boring party ever. Hey! Oh, boo-hoo. Don't get offended with that. Of course the party is going to be boring. It wasn't made with the two of us in mind. I mean, we're playing elevator music for crying out loud. I guess. But, hey, at least we have good food. I guess that's a start. So, what are we supposed to do now? That is a good question. It'd be very useful if you could at least give a suggestion. What do you expect me to say? We can't just leave the party. That would just piss Dad off. Can't we go to your room and do something in there? Play video games, maybe? It'd be great if we could, but Dad doesn't like it when I play video games after 8 p.m. What are you, a child? Don't look at me like that. I live in his house. The least I can do is follow his rules. Yeah, but this is a house, not a military boot camp. What do you know about the military? Shut up, that's not the point. Gotcha. All joking aside, though, I have no idea what we could do. Just hang around and chat like this? Boring. Geez, sorry I'm not interesting enough for you, Your Highness. Oh, come on. You know that's not what I meant. I hope she gets here soon. You hope who gets here soon? Oh, nothing. It's nothing, really. Yuichi, who did you... Just then, the sound of the door echoes behind us. Did she talk yet? I don't remember. I don't remember if I gave her a voice. Whatever. Big bro, how's the party going? That's weird. Whatever. Hitoka? The girl standing before us is Hitoka, Shoichi's little sister. I assume that she hasn't showed up before then. She crosses both of her arms, smiling smugly at her brother. A little bird told me you didn't want to invite me to this super cool party you were throwing. What gives? You called her over here behind my back. Siblings aren't supposed to ignore one another, so yeah, I called her over. I've got half a mind to clobber you on the head with a bat. Now, violence is never the answer. You're so dead. Seriously, Shoichi, why didn't you want to invite me? You throw a party for our dead and you don't put me on the guest list. I'm wounded. It's complicated. Oh, please. Don't it's complicated me. You're hiding something from me, aren't you? Spill. Hitoka, what are you doing here this late at night? Does Mom know you're here? You know she doesn't want you and Dad spending time together. I'm not a child. I can spend time with my father if I want to, and Mom isn't going to stop that. Neither will you. She scowls, baring her fangs at Shoichi. He merely watches her without reacting, not minding it one bit. Is that what this was about? You didn't want to upset Mom. In a sense. I suppose you could say that. Jeez, you're always overthinking things. That's only because you never think things over, so I have to compensate. By the way, Hitoka, why are you wearing your school uniform on a Saturday night? She smiles at the mention of her uniform, twirling around where she stands and giggling. Why wouldn't I wear it? It's adorable. Don't I look super cute in it? You do? I hadn't noticed. Ow! She punches him in the shoulder, making him yelp. What was that for? For being rude. Hitoka shifts her weight around between her feet, looming forward and staring up at him threateningly. Shoichi leans back and away from her. How was I rude? You're my big brother. Your job is to tell me I look cute no matter what. What? Where did you get such a crazy idea from? That is big brother's #1 duty. Hitoka, I'm afraid of hearing the answer, but... Have you been drinking? Ow, that hurt. Good. Maybe it'll knock some sense into your head. Guys, can you two dial it down a little? Oh, okay. She immediately turns around to face me, putting both of her arms behind her back and giggling cheerfully. I'll never understand women. That's why you can never find a girlfriend. Sure. That's why. Speaking of girlfriends... Oh no. Here it comes. Yuichi-kun, you're single again, right? How about you take me out somewhere? Isn't that a great idea? It'd be super fun, right? Hitoka starts pressing herself against me and giggling some more. I really don't think that'd be a good idea. Aw, why not? You've given tons of other girls a chance, why not me? Am I not cute enough? That is really beside the point. Then what's the point? I'm a really cute girl, right? Lots of guys in my old school wanted to date me. I've already had some hitting on me in the new school too. I'm sure I'd be good enough for you. So beside the point. Shoichi, help. You invited her here without my consent. You deal with her. Don't talk about me like I'm some sort of problem you can just pass on to others. You hitting on Yuichi has nothing to do with me. He already knows where I stand on this. He does? Oh, yes, I do. I still remember it quite clearly. Screw around with my sister, and you won't live to regret it. I got the message loud and clear that day. Not like I'd ever consider it anyway. It just feels too incestuous. Hitoka-chan, why don't you go say hello to your dad? This is his party after all. As if she just remembered it, she steps away from me, making a humming noise as if she were thinking something over. I guess you're right. I'll be back in a bit. Then I want to catch up, okay? It's been a while since the three of us hung out together. Sure, we'll be waiting. Dad, hi! She walks off, enthusiastically waving her arm and to call for her father's attention. She's still very intense, I'll say. Now, would you mind explaining to me just what my sister is doing here tonight? I just thought it'd be better if you two talked over whatever issues you had that made you not want to invite her. So, you're saying that you have no idea what my motives are, and yet you still thought you had the right to completely ignore my words and invited her anyway. Well, when you put it that way... There's no other way to put it, you moron! Ah! Shoichi grabs me by my shoulders, shaking me violently. What the hell do you have in that head of yours? Air? Was my simple instruction too hard to understand? I'm sorry. The hell you are. You still think you're justified. You're just saying what you think I want to hear. But I just couldn't sit around and let you blow her off because of some sibling squabble or whatever. There was no squabble, you jackass. I just didn't want her coming here today because I knew Dad would be in a bad mood after a long-ass flight and a failed trip, and I didn't want to risk him being rude to her. What? Then why didn't you tell me? Because I don't need to go around telling you all of my family's problems, you moron. Are you gonna keep insulting me all night? That depends. Are you gonna keep being a dumbass all night? He has quite a wide array of insults memorized for when he's angry, doesn't he? I'm really, really sorry. Please calm down. No! I should whack you upside the head to see if that knocks some sense into you. You already said that. Because it's true! Gah. Oh man, it's been a while since I've had Shoichi's anger directed at me. You better hope Dad doesn't do or say anything to upset her, or I swear to God I'm taking it out on you. I'm screwed. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I shouldn't have done anything. Damn right you shouldn't have. Don't stick your nose into other people's business. If I say no, that means no. I'm sorry. I'm gonna head to the bathroom to wash my face. I need to cool off for a bit. Oh, okay. Man, I screwed up. I didn't think it'd be that big of a deal if I invited her to the party. I thought I'd be helping him. I really have to learn to keep out of other people's business. Hey, where's Shoichi? He went off to the bathroom. Ah, got it. Her eyes immediately glue onto my face, examining every inch of it. Is there something on my face? Did you and my brother have a fight? What? Why do you... Your eyes are red. You kind of look like you're about to cry. What? Well, maybe cry is an exaggeration, but still, you look pretty sad. She's always been a very perceptive girl. Not to mention the fact that she and Shoichi are probably the people that know me best outside of my family. Was it because of me? Kinda. I got in hot water for inviting you when he told me not to. Ugh. He can be such a knucklehead sometimes. I should really give him a piece of my mind. Her tail lashes from one side to the other, fur bristled. Don't. He's already upset enough. Please don't give him that hard time. Her gaze softens once she sees the look on my face. Fine. But just because you asked me not to. Thank you, Hitoka-chan. Jeez, I was expecting him to be a little happier to see me. The two of us have barely talked the past few months. What? Really? Yeah. Whenever I call him, he just cuts the conversation short. If I try asking him to spend time with me, he just tells me he's busy and blows me off. It sucks. Shoichi, what's going on with you? He's always been so devoted and kind to Hitoka. Things have never really been the same since the divorce. I guess he might have taken it harder than we thought. I don't know why. It was pretty clear why the two were splitting up, and it had nothing to do with Shoichi. People don't have to feel personally guilty to feel bad, Hitoka-chan. She pouts, looking away from me. I guess not, but it still doesn't make sense to me. If you think things are bad between me and him, you should see how it is with Mom. He hasn't called or visited her since then. He hasn't? No, I know it's horrible for me to think it, but I'm afraid he might hate Mom for it. No way he would. That's just not like him. The way he's been treating us isn't like him either, but he's still doing it. I guess that's true. Shoichi, what's going on with you? What are you hiding from me? I'm back. When he shows up again, his cheeks are puffy and his fur is damp. Jeez, did you open a faucet on top of your head? Something like that, yeah. Hitoka, be serious now. Does Mom know you're here? She avoids his gaze, her hands clenching around her arms. What's it to you? Don't give me that attitude. Don't make me worry any more than I already do. Are you going to get in trouble with Mom for coming here? Relax. She thinks I'm sleeping over at a friend's house today. You've been lying to Mom to spend the night out? Huh? What are you... You haven't been using that excuse to spend the night with boys, have you? What? Ew, no. What kind of girl do you think I am? Besides, there's only one boy I'm interested in, and you know it. Ugh. Hearing those words already makes the fur on the back of my neck stand on attention. I guess this is one situation where I'm glad you have bad taste in men. Hey, I'm sitting right here, you know. So? You really think I'm ever going to call a playboy like you a catch? I'm not a playboy. Sorry, Yuichi-kun, even I have to disagree. You two suck. Oh, I'm sure lots of girls have sucked with you before, but I'm certainly not one of them. What? Could you please not say sexual stuff while I'm standing right here? You're breaking my heart. Oh, boo-hoo. I'm a big girl now. Stop treating me like a child. No. That... I can't accept that. She's right, you know. At some point, you have to accept that she's growing up. I don't want to hear that from the guy that throws a hissy fit whenever his brother has a date. That's different. Aki's only 12. Wait, Aki-kun is dating already? Damn, he's gonna turn into another Yuichi, isn't he? I hope not. With a face like his, he could break a lot of young girls' hearts. Please don't talk about my brother like that. See? You don't like this kind of talk either, so don't try telling me to treat my sister differently. Yeah. Hey, don't throw in the towel so fast. Hitoka pouts, putting a hand on her hip and staring me down. Sorry, Hitoka-chan, I can't really challenge him on this. Of course you can't. I'm right after all. You are so annoying sometimes. I also don't want to hear that from the person who lied to our mother to spend the night outside. Hey, you should be glad I'm here. What if I had lied to Mom and then gone somewhere else? You're not helping your point any with this. What a fussy man. You're never gonna get a girl if you keep acting like that. It's not like I'm looking for one anyway. So what? You're just gonna live the rest of your life alone? I'm only 18. I'm way too young to be worrying about this kind of thing. He's right about that. No, I don't want you of all people backing me up. You've had more girlfriends than all other guys our age in our school combined. You just hurt my point. Hey! Hitoka breaks into a laughing fit, desperately trying to hold herself back. She takes deep breaths, gasping for air as she tries to calm herself down. Oh God, you two are just... You sound like an old married couple bickering. It's amazing. I refuse to take part in this conversation. Oh, come on. Even you have to admit that I'm right. I thought you guys had grown up a bit, but you two still bicker about the most stupid things. If you think the two of us bicker a lot, you should see what Shoichi is like with Keisuke. Oh, I think I've met him. I only met him once. He's the cute bunny junior, right? Refuse this conversation. Jeez, fine. Relax a little. I'm trying to. You're not making it easy. I'm your little sister. It's my job to make things hard for you. In that case, I wish you weren't so good at your job. Hitoka chuckles, giving her brother a playful punch on the shoulder. Still, you guys barely talk to me nowadays, so I need to take my chances to pester you when I get them. No, I talk to you every now and then. A passing hey in the hallway doesn't count. Oh. Then never mind. I thought of inviting you to an event last month, but I decided it wouldn't be right for me to do so. An event? What event? A friend of ours was performing at a piano competition. I wanted to invite you, but I was afraid of making him more nervous on that day. Hitoka's never met June either, right? Yeah, therein lay the problem. I could know your friends if you bothered to hang out with me and introduced me to people. I suppose. What? You're gonna avoid giving me a proper answer? How's school going for you? That was a lame attempt to change the subject. I'm gonna be merciful with you today, and I'm going to pretend I didn't notice what you're trying to do. That's more than I'd consider doing. School has been fine. A few of my friends passed the entrance exam with me, but they ended up getting sent to different classrooms, so I still had to make new friends. Is everyone treating you well? There's no one picking on you, is there? Picking on me? How old do you think I am? Oh, shut up. I'm just worried about you. If you worrying about me means I'll get treated like a 5-year-old, then I'll pass. There's no pleasing you, is there? Ah, sibling squabble. Truly the most entertaining kind of squabble. I wish I had some popcorn to eat while I watch this. Pleasing me is easy. You're just too knuckleheaded to see how. Well, sorry, princess. There's only so much I can figure out if you don't tell me stuff. When we were kids, Hitoka used to go along with everything her older brother said. Only recently did she start growing defiant towards him. I have to say, it really makes things more amusing for me. You know, as fun as it is to watch you two bickering, I'm getting a little tired of being sidelined. Oh, great. It seems the two of us have become a comedy act for him. Hitoka-chan shrugs. I don't mind. At least that means someone is paying attention to me, unlike a certain older brother I have. We message almost every day. Messaging is too impersonal. I want to actually call you and see you. Is it too much to ask? I already told you I'm busy. Is that so? Then how come we all hang out together at least once a week? As soon as my words come out of my mouth, Shoichi becomes panicked, trying desperately to shush me. Hitoka-chan merely smiles. A smile filled with pure scorn. Oh, you hang out with your friends every week, huh? That's funny. I guess your schedule's a little more lax than you've been leading me to believe. No, that's not. I mean, I didn't. It's just... Oh boy, seeing him struggle to find the words is so much fun. I love causing discord between people. I really should do it more often. You traitor! Why are you trying to get me in trouble? Me? I have no idea what you're talking about. Liar! I'm the one who should be calling you a liar, you useless older brother. It's okay. I swear I can explain. Try me. Well, you see... She shakes her head sideways, looking at him with eyes full of judgment. You're awful sometimes. Gah. Now, tell me again how I'm a bad older brother because I don't want my brother to be dating. I get a feeling I'd have a lot more ammo against you if you got on my nerves. Are you seriously going to rat me out to my sister? It's pretty fun. Boy, you suck. Pot calling the kettle black. Yes, ma'am. Hitoka, I just... Save the explanations. I don't want to hear them. From now on, I'm going to spend time with my older brother, even if I have to force you. There's nothing I can say to squirm out of this, is there? Absolutely not. I get a feeling I'll be seeing Hitoka a lot more in the near future. I have to be honest, it'll be nice to have someone who can instill fear into Shoichi's heart. Yuichi, you were aiming for this from the very beginning, weren't you? Pardon? I'm so getting back to you for this. Feel free to try. In the meantime, Hitoka-chan, tell me more about what you've been up to recently. Preferably the things that would piss your brother off. There's no way she has anything else that could piss me off to tell us. Giggling, Hitoka crosses her arms again. Oh, I can think of a few things, but I'll stay silent on the matter. Talk, now. Oh, he snapped. Shoichi, you're so easy to manipulate. Manipulate? She's obviously just having fun at your expense. I miss the cute little sister I had who didn't give me grief for no reason other than because she could. And I miss having an older brother who's actually present in my life, so I'm afraid we're both just gonna have to suck it up and deal with it. Man, I think if you and Keisuke teamed up, you could probably give Shoichi an aneurysm. I have goosebumps just imagining what those two could do to me. Huh. I didn't get that sort of vibe from him when we first met. He's not really all that open with new people. Don't worry, once you get to know him better, it'll be no time before you two are making Shoichi's life hell together. Please. Please just stop talking. I'm already terrified. Really, I'm having a blast. I hate you. Well, putting your misery aside, what have you been up to lately? I imagine you must have been pretty busy lately because of the school festival. Yeah, I am. It took us quite a bit of time to finalize the budget for the festival, but all the issues we were having have been fixed. I'm thinking of joining the student council this year. Why do you hate yourself? You know, it really speaks a lot about how horrible it must be working in the council when the president himself asks a question like that to a potential new member. Don't get me wrong, I like what I do, but it's also a lot of work. I don't mind working. I also used to help Dad with stuff from his work before the divorce, remember? Huh. Now that I think about that, it is true. Hitoka puffs her chest with pride, her tail wagging. I'm a very diligent worker. I'm sure I'd be a great secretary. Besides, that would mean I'd get to spend more time with you in a place where you'd have no way of saying no. And here I thought your reasons were selfless. Well, sorry to burst your bubble, but we have no open spots left in the council. What? Oh, the look of complete and utter shock on her face. It's priceless. The student council has become really popular once Shoichi joined. It's mostly girls who want to get closer to him, though. I don't care what their reasons are so long as they pull their weight. Do you have any idea how many people I've had to kick out of the council the past 2 years? Good thing I never joined. I wouldn't even have accepted your application in the first place. Hey, that's just rude. Don't try acting all cute and helpful. We both know you wouldn't do office work to save your life. What? You really have that little faith in me. Faith? In you? Oh, you really cracked me up. I get the feeling that I'm being mocked here. Yuichi-kun, no offense, but I think you're the last person anyone would rely on for that kind of work. How is that not supposed to be offensive? I did start my sentence by saying no offense. That's gotta be worth something, right? Oh, I hadn't thought of that, Hitoka. That's a good one. This family is seriously messed up sometimes. As much as I want to finish up the night, it's almost an hour. I think there's still quite a bit left. Maybe. So I'll call it there. So as always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!